of recording this video, there are 3 internship opportunities open for students here. 2 for Singapore, 1 for France, and here you have the deadline as well. And you are applying, there will be many other internship opportunities that would be open. But why do I feel like international students, especially from India, would get a chance to intern here just because of the stipend? The stipend here is not as great. The stipend would be somewhere between 300 euros to 550 euros, which is somewhere around 50,000 rupees. And 50,000 rupees living in a city like Singapore or Lyon, France is not enough. But for us to get exposure, it's absolutely amazing. So in this video, let's talk about the entire application process. What are the perks and what all do you need to know? I just completed my application. Here is the confirmation of the submission of my internship application. So without further ado, let's directly jump into it. So the internship that I'm talking about is with Interpol, which is International Police, and this specific internship you would be working in France, and you will be working for 3 to 11 months during this internship. Now, depending on the time you're watching this video, there are different internships carried out all throughout the year from 6 months to 11 months. But first, let's talk about the eligibility criteria. Eligibility criteria includes applicants can apply from more than 195 countries. You must be a national of Interpol member country. That includes all the South Asian countries, including India and Pakistan. You should be enrolled or graduated from a post-secondary academic institution. You should have attained legal age of majority in their country of nationality. So that would be age 18 in India. And you should be fluent in English. So what all would you require for the application submission? There are 6 different pages. You have to fill in all your details at different pages, but you would require a cover letter. Cover letter describing why do you exactly want to do this internship? Why should we be selecting you? So all the information would be required there. Other than that, you would also need your resume and passport photo for the submission. So what is the application process like? So the first page is more or less all about your personal information. So you have to talk about your name, last name, nationality, date of birth, email address, phone number, and all of that. Then we move on to the next page. The next page is about your work history, where you talk about the degree that you have done, institution, field of study, then the job title, and here you will have to mention which company have you been working for, if you have interned in the past, where have you interned, what work have you done. Then moving down, you have to talk about the letter of reference. You would be asked to submit a reference letter, someone's information who will be eventually emailed and then asked about you, and they will have to give a reference for you. Then moving on to the next page, you have to give additional information. So additional information would include education. It would also include your language skills. There are 4 different languages: Spanish, French, English, and Arabic. If you just know one language, you can still apply. So if you're watching this video, you probably know English, then you can apply. But if you know any other language, you will be given a definite preference. Then they will also ask you about your computer skills. How good are you at MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint? All these informations would be asked. MS Access or similar, graphics and photo software, that all will be asked. Then they will also ask you about your professional aptitude. Then you have to select amongst these things which are you good at. So I'll leave this list here. So you will have to list out maximum 5 out of this entire list. And then moving on, you will have to upload your passport as well as your CV. And finally, you have to upload a cover letter, and that's it. That's your entire application. There is no application fees for this internship, and you do not require IELTS for this internship. And yes, it does not have any application fees also. But if you're still planning to apply for any such internship, then UNICEF internship is here. I mean, if I were given a chance to work with Interpol or UNICEF, I would choose UNICEF. So that internship is here. Click, 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 click.